You're not supposed to be here.
Algae. Turn the algae to gold. This way.
My beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city, as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I have ever known. Your face, forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness. Our meeting gave me new purpose, to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper, your true name to me. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work. My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength and those sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodame to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. My beloved Galatea, my beloved Galatea, my attempt. And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that. And you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve. Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you? What do you mean, the same voice? Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it? Liar! You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you, too. What are you talking about? Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us? So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh gods, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut. It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry. What? How? Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll give you the key to my old medical chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I imagine it would help Lucretia ease the suffering of those still in the city. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood? You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you, thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. Here's the key I promised you. It opens a chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I believe there are a few things in there which may be useful to Lucretia. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there. Go, and never return. What other secrets have you stolen from the gods?
Such a bright light. Apollo is powerful here, is he not?
Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. Galerius just saved my life. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest. All right.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana. Feeling all right? I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I'm tired and out of my depth. Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician. But she was the closest thing we had up until she suddenly lost all interest in her. This changes the last time I saw her, the last time any of us. And then she's been gone so long. But one of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joint... I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. You did? That's unexpected. But tell me, what is... Willowback. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster. Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did. I wish some people here just... A city without sin might sound good, but Snake absolutely... That's a shame. Thanks a...
Whatever's in that great temple up
Looking
there
a
on
bit
the
troubled
bluff,
there.
I bet it's
Still
worth
no
a
sign of
fortune.
Scintilla. And I haven't slept right in 3 weeks.
Oh,
Don't be too hard on yourself.
hello there, partner.
From what I hear,
I'm
nobody's
glad
telling
you're
you.
here. I think
Anyway,
there might have been
I
some
thought you Stoics weren't
confusion
supposed to
about my
worry
little
about
practical
things you
joke
can't
earlier.
control.
You see, my plan was to give you a little fright. You know, like two friends joking around at the Saturnalia, and then, surprise, I'd open the door. But when I opened it, you were gone.
Sounds like you're torturing yourself. Leave that for
Partner,
the
I
gods.
swear.
Try to relax.
This is just a
Get some rest.
misunderstanding. Look,
Tomorrow's a new day.
why don't you keep our bow as compensation?
I suppose you're right.
Fine, fine. It's a credit to you that you're able to see the humour in all of this. Now, can I help you with something? I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust. Some people here are a little shady for my liking. Very well.
Don't you just
Dear,
love
it's
springtime?
proof of a degenerate
Where's
mind.
Rufus?
So
Better watch your step.
exotic.
What business is that of yours? Willow bark. And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. I've been in a lot of pain. It was too much. Started messing with my head. I owe you one. Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Solucia on Tigris. Fine. No, I don't. See you around.
What is it, citizen? I'm a legionary of the First Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate I act as the magistrate's right-hand man. I also keep a... I'm from Liguri, not any... My commander sent... That's when the crowd started. Then some blacked out, and... He's one of the better commanders I've ever had. That's for... Treat you... Can't ask for... I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow. Of course. What business is that of yours? A lot of people have been looking for her. But it's been... Scintilla was always a kind, well-behaved young woman. I admit, her if anyone knows something, I'd expect it to be Sentia Malleolus. You might fare better, though, I suppose. Fine. All right.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out
Citizen.
his threefold braying.
Livia.
Salve
would you
again,
stop
friend.
muttering like
I
Madeira
went
over
and...
a cauldron?
How is it
Scare away
possible?
my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
You're toying with me, right?
again.
You're a bit like
You're in a world of
Sisyphus.
your own, aren't
Yeah,
you?
that... Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was forced to push a great boulder up to the top of a hill, forcing him to start over. And actually, now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing. Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Pleiades had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in... Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself... So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. And you just focus... Oh. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right? Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you.
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant labor the water they have lost.
Hilarious.
Gracious? Looking a bit troubled there.
Still no signs.
That lamp! Never have I seen its equal.
Ave again. Did you find what you need? And did you notice anything? A pattern? Keep asking. Livia's... Come back to...
Oh, it's so pretty. You took care of him? An accident? So, it's over? I do have a question, though. So you kind of murdered him, then?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Finish the job. Go on.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you... Oh, sounds serious. All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood. Poor guy. My uncle was a victim at rheumatism's altar, and he ended up killing himself. All right, got it. Yulia? Oh no. All right, I can do that. I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant, just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world. So this place accepts all the souls, but it does not notice the... You think it is better some... It is... There... The blood... The newly arrived. Ixion turns. Just as the ocean, but it does not. The newly arrived. Just as the ocean, but it. The newly arrived.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Citizen.
Welcome. All right.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Oh, P.S. What? Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all.
If you're trying to make it easier for me to build up the nerve, it's working. I am out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Oh, P.S. No! I can't believe... I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Mal...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Alright then. You? I'll go.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. All Ps. Please, help.
You know... Well, you don't understand. It's too... If I backed out... Oh, really? But we're still in debt bondage to that. Really? Wait. So, I guess you'd want me to work for you then. You'd do that for us? A couple of complete strangers? It seems today we are both blessed. This did not turn out how I thought. Thank you, friend. I never thought people like you existed. Thank you. I'll go and pay off our debts immediately. I just wish there was some way I could repay you. But I have nothing but the tunic on my back. Ah. And there it is. Scintilla and I were in love. And then... Alright. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolis's villa, I heard a young woman singing. I wasn't allowed out, so once everyone else was asleep, I climbed up the inside of the villa and onto the roof. And that's when I saw her. Standing in the garden of the magistrate's villa, I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees. and for the first time. And then she looked up and saw me, and she smiled. And from the moment she asked my name with this warmth and curiosity, I knew and so for weeks on end, each night I'd climb out of the villa and into her father's garden. We'd hold hands and talk about all the things we'd do once we got out of here. Like having our own vineyard. And then one morning I woke up and everyone was out. All I could do was keep my head down and try to hide how beside myself I was. Scintilla was the one thing that made my life bearable. But with her... all I know is she loved me. And if she had known a way out, she would have told me. She'd never have taken her own life. And there's no way anybody could have killed her under the gold. I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice in my head, crying out to me. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea how, or who would want to do something like... My guess? Malleolus had something to do with it. He is without doubt the most evil man I have ever known. I have no idea where he'd be keeping her, but there is one room in his villa, upstairs, which is always locked. I've never seen the inside of it, and I haven't been able to steal a key without breaking the golden rule. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light on a great many things. Oh, I see. That was the only idea I had. I'll give it some more thought. Come and find me a little later. I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news. Thanks again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for us.
What you did was extraordinary, and...
Citizen.
Shiny. Salve and welcome. Oh, there's not much to tell. I mostly just baked bread. I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. My pa had just arranged a husband. I spent the next week in bed, in the air, but after I remember, I suppose the driver... Anyway, I went... Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. What? Good peep. My friend George... Well, I'm just... Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around. All right.
violence in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to our little community. I hear we have you to thank for saving Julia's... Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in... Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. There are much worse, but once you... Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Noviomagus. They weren't nearly as tolerant as the... Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company. Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not... I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for... what was it? But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi. Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be... Or at least, I thought that what... it's not just graffiti. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done. If I had to guess... Strange bunch. They insist there's only one God, and that he considers my nature a sin. If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to... What? Really? I'm glad you arrived when you did. Someone who lives or works in the forum. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just... Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, my vote isn't for sale. Nice to talk.
Whatever's in that great temple up there... Hello there, friend. May I say, that is a glorious bow you're carrying. Do you mind if I ask where you acquired it? Are you well, stranger? Have you been out in the sun too long? You seem a little... I don't, I'm afraid. But I did overhear Fabia telling Georgius she saw something. Very well.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Oh, shiny. You're back. Terrible shame, that is. Maybe this'll help. Late last night, I was cleaning my oven. The forum's usually dead quiet at that hour, so I came out. To be honest, I thought maybe poor old Dooley had got out of his cell and was snooping around again. So I put my head out and saw someone in front of Virgil's shop. I called out to them, but they just turned and ran off without a word. All I remember is they ran past a lit torch, and the light glinted off something metallic. Armour, I think. So I suppose it could only be one of three people. Horatius, Domitius, or Rufius. I hope that helps. All right. Thanks again for...
Citizen. Name's Rufius. Better watch your... No idea what you're talking about? See you around.
A new fate.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely...
What else?
Yes, what else? There are definitely some... Keep asking, Livy. Come.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not? Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day. Do I seem like anonymous threats are my style? Listen, I don't abduct women. They come to me. And they keep coming back. Listen, I don't You don't know Sturkus. Whatever.
What is it, citizen? What? Absolutely not. I know someone's been threatening him, and I'm not happy about it. But I can assure you... What? All right.